Good morning, Spencer.
Hey, good morning.
Weekly at this time, most weeks I guess, but weekly at this time, we dive in deep to get a great conversation with the Port of Shelton with Dick Taylor and Wendy Smith and finding out what's doing at the Port of Shelton and their two properties on Johns Prairie Road and Sanderson Field. What's going on, guys? Good to see you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Well, we spent last week at the WPPA, the Washington Public Ports Association spring conference.
Oh, yeah. How are you guys
In
stacking
Spokane.
up with those folks? Good?
Well, we did great.
Tell us more.
We did great. Wendy, we were selected to be one of the port reports. Every year or every conference, they'll have 3 ports give a report as to what they're doing. And we were teamed up. We were on a panel with the Port of Olympia. Who was the other one?
Chelan.
Oh,
Port of
Chelan.
Okay.
Port of Chelan and us. And Wendy gave the presentation, and she just knocked it
Nice.
cold. I mean, she brought the place down with applause. Did a super job.
I was last, so of course
Well,
it's late afternoon.
People were
and
clapping,
I
and
thought,
they're like, oh,
yeah, no.
No, she just-
But the first, I started with "There's no sleeping,"
Right.
So, but I tried to keep it light. That was my goal. Was everybody knows in that world,
Sure.
everybody knows what ports do. Everybody has elected. So a lot of them go up there and say, well, we've got 3 commissioners. They kind of here's our
So,
revenues.
yeah,
Here's our,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
thought. So my opening statement was. Does anybody know what cannabis, mushrooms, and XT have in common? And everybody went,
What is that?
What happened? Did I go in the right conference?
yeah. So now we're known as the party port. But anyway, but yeah,
All the conferences
because
are going to be in Shelton next time.
that's right. But because, we have 6 producer processor tenants for cannabis. We have fungi perfecti, of course. And XT is the product that Belco uses for to treat their wood.
wood.
So all of it intertwined, obviously, to sound, drug related, which
Sure,
it really
sure.
wasn't. But
But you did a good
that
job.
was,
Get them on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, it was fun.
Fun.
It kept it lively. So.
We're mostly familiar with the Port of Olympia here, but tell us about Chelan in relation to the Port of Shelton. Are they larger? Do they have more property, less property? What do they look like?
Interestingly enough, they are larger by dollar size, but by employees, they're only 2 employees larger. That was kind of interesting to me. They only have 9 employees, and we have 7. But dollar volume wise, they are. What's unique about them is they're divided by the river. The Wenatchee River divides Douglas County and Chelan County. So the big thing going on there is they're talking about consolidating. So not taking each other over, but just joining forces and becoming one large entity that's Douglas Chelan.
Wow.
And so they'd have 6 commissioners. And I don't know about directors. They didn't
Yeah,
quite go there.
Didn't
But
talk about that.
so just combining budgets and property tax amounts. And
And how to work that out.
Yeah, well, there's a
So
lot to
that,
work
so
out
that
on
one
that, I'd
one
imagine.
port doesn't dominate the other as
Yeah.
far as voting on what they do. And
Sure.
so
But they
forth.
already combine finances for the airport out there. Pangbourne Airport is the airport out there, and they're quite large. They, obviously larger than Sanderson Field, but in terms of they have commercial service.
got commercial service.
So,
Yeah, didn't they announce they're running a flight to San Francisco Bay Area?
Yeah.
Wow, from
Yeah,
Chelan.
they're looking for an airline to do that. So
Yeah.
they're
Wouldn't
they're-
that be
And the
something?
reason
Yeah.
is because of the Silicon Valley people in the Bay Area and all the what do you call those guys? The high-tech guys that are operating in Chelan County.
Oh, right,
in
with the
that
server
area.
farms
Server
and all.
farm,
Yeah,
all
they're-
server
yeah.
farms and all that stuff that's going on.
They're
Wow, that's a
home-based or-
smart idea.
So
Yeah.
they're talking about getting airline service.
Where would
Yeah.
you fly in regardless? Either Spokane or Seattle? And then you
Yeah,
have to make
Spokane or
a
Seattle
drive.
drive. Wenatchee maybe, yeah.
Well, is there no, that is the airport, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Holy moly,
probably
that would
is,
be
yeah,
huge.
probably
That's a
Seattle.
smart idea.
Yeah.
Capitalize on that.
Yeah.
Do they do anything with the tourism industry? I know
Yeah,
Lake
tons.
Chelan
Oh, yeah,
is a
tons.
big
Tons.
thing. So.
Yeah, they do a ton of tourism. They recently did that Pybus market. If you've been to Wenatchee, it's kind of a similar, very small scale Pike Place. So they have vendors, they have food vendors, they have wares, and it was just really a unique idea that I think the city of Chelan, the
Yep.
port, and some private money, I think, went into to open this. So just, ports, it's very, and at these conferences, the port reports are just awesome because you just hear so many different things
Yeah.
about what people are doing.
What are some other things that you heard about that you go, that may work on our two properties?
Well, one thing I heard that actually probably relates more to the chamber, I was going to talk to Heidi about it, but one of the ports that I heard in one of our small, it was I think I was in the communication meeting. They do a cash mob, and so they actually have businesses. They're a countywide port, and they teamed up with businesses, and they have a business a month where they have 1 hour where if you go in and you spend at least a certain amount of money, then you have the ability to get in a drawing for money or something. So it's just kind of a cool incentive. Kind of like an after hours or something, but they do a little bit more with a cash incentive. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah. What else? What did you hear some cool? So Port of Olympia didn't talk about too many new things, just kind of things that are in there.
Yeah, they
works.
have,
And
of course.
she's a brand new director.
Right.
Sam's only been there a couple months. So
Yeah, 3 months, I think. Yeah.
yeah.
But they have all kinds of operations. They've got an industrial park and a thriving airport, and of course a seaport
Yeah.
where they're running big ships in and out of there. And so they have different challenges than we do, and they're a countywide port, so they're supported throughout Thurston County.
Yep,
Get their
yep.
support from there. One of the things I went to was it was a legal session on delegation of authority, on which means how do you allow your executive director to do things with the authority of the port?
Yeah.
How to set that up? We're in good shape.
Yeah.
We've been doing it all along.
I figured it out
We've been
already.
doing it all along, but we were able to throw some. One of those things when you go to these small breakout sessions like that, you can exchange views, and they learn from you as much as you learn from
Sure.
anybody else. And there's always in this case a high-powered lawyer that's there that's the expert on the subject to keep you going in the right direction. But all in all, great port. Great
Good,
session.
good. Looks like the makeup of the port commissioners will remain the same
Yeah.
through the next,
Right.
at
Yeah.
least until the next election cycle.
Correct.
As you and Sue put your names back in, no one decided
Right.
to go against or challenge you for those positions. So we'll
comment,
continue to have great reports with Dick Taylor here and Wendy Smith during the Port of Call weekly here on iFiber One News Radio. Well, that's encouraging that you guys get out there, and always nice to hear that the Port of Shelton is well represented at these events.
Yeah.
That's good. Good to see you guys.
Thanks for
Too.
coming.